Hey, if you're selling high ticket items, then listen up because in today's video, I'm breaking down the store of KYT Helmets. I'm going to show you the ways they're leaking money and the exact methods I would use to improve their offer, their UX design, and increase their conversions and AOV without any extra ad spend. So let's dive right into it.
So here's a few low-hanging fruits to tackle right away. Here's just starting with the homepage and kind of going from top to bottom. So the first thing I've changed and the first thing that all your customers see when they land on the page is this banner right here, which just talks about, it just leads to a blog post, talking about this championship. So this is prime screen real estate, especially on mobile, because over 60 to 70% of your customers are going to be coming in from mobile devices. So you can just tailor that experience to them. And, this is an important detail. And you'll notice that it's going to be kind of, a theme that runs all throughout this audit, is that you need to be optimizing these elements for, revenue driving actions. So instead of just having a blog post kind of banner, you can talk about something that piques people's interest and drives them to purchase a product. So you can talk about, spend X amount of dollars to get free shipping, talk about a sale you've got going on, minus 20% of, for all products, and kind of things like that, that, drive actually, kind of push people to make a sale and not just link to a blog post because, well, maybe not that many people are actually interested in reading the blog post. Then, maybe they just come in here to buy a helmet. And then the next change I'd make is with this hero section right here. So you have a slider of 5 images here. And a few of them are not optimized for mobile, like it's this one. And it's also, talking about this championship that was going on. So kind of what I would do here, I don't like the sliders, because, well, these change automatically. I just like to keep one image, one kind of idea and not have them all move around. How I would frame this, I have a headline here. This is a good image. I'd maybe keep it like this, kind of something similar. Maybe do it, maybe make the ratio 1-to-1. So it's a perfect square. And I'd kind of position an offer around it. You could do, like special sale to kind of commemorate this, this race that went on, and, make a sale around that. So, like 20% off on like certain helmets, because this, so you would have this image at the top. You'd have a headline that talks about, just says, say 20% off on, racing helmets, then have a subheading that kind of goes into a bit more detail and have a button here, a call to action to actually shop that particular collection. That's just one idea. That's how I would lay it out. Because here it's just an image and there's no buttons that lead anywhere. And it's kind of, it just can be optimized a bit better. Moving on, I like this, where it's these select collections. I would optimize this space a bit better as well. By just having, like scaling these images down and having, 2 collections at the top and then 2 at the bottom. Now you've got only 3. So these are like 3 different types of helmets. I would just add in a collection that says, say, shop accessories or shop all products. Because people might be looking for, a visor or something like that, like right away. And then moving on, we have this video and then the news section here. So I'm going to talk about the news first. I would just place it at the bottom because again, it doesn't contribute all that much to, people, making a buying decision. And we can just have that at the bottom of the page. For this video, so from what I understand, this is like some kind of, collection of products. And you could, if these are selling well, you can have this kind of as a hero image, as a hero video for that collection. But then I would just add in an option to like scroll through the different, if you just scroll through this collection of carbon fiber helmets. And then moving on, you've got this. So I kind of understand that that's kind of something similar you were going for already. Instead of just having a call to action, I just have something like this, underneath here. You've got a set of helmets here. I don't know if these are laid out in, are these the best sellers? If they are, then that's great. But if they're not, I just position the best selling helmets here. And what else I've got? Also from the homepage, you are missing some social proof, and that's kind of I've noticed it all around the page. I just have a few testimonials. You have a great Instagram page. You can just take some UGC content from there and just post, people kind of wearing the helmet and posing and all of that, just to kind of, build that trust and credibility, like right on the website. And then, you've got the about section. I just keep it at the bottom, and then underneath here have a frequently asked questions section. So the question should just be kind of sorry. Yeah, so the question should answer like the most common buying objections people have. So you could just use Google around, ask your customers, use AI to kind of know and pinpoint what these are and just answer them like right away. And at the very bottom, there will be the news section. So let's just get into the product page that I want to talk about. I gotta look for it. Yeah, this was the product you linked. Yeah, all right. So right here, I see the layout. There's the image. There's the thumbnails. Really, I'd maybe make the thumbnails a bit smaller so you can add in more thumbnails. I like to keep like 5 of these because just show people there's more content to it. There's some smaller things are these the color selection. These images could be a lot bigger, kind of similarly sized to the sizing section. And then you have a bunch of sections kind of selling the product. So you have this infographic, which would work really well in the as an image, because they don't really read most of your copy that you have on the website, but they almost always go through the product images. So I would actually optimize it a lot better and just put it in the images section. Also, the text here is very small. It's hard to read it on a phone. What you could do is just, take everything that's here and, maybe like split it up. So so the text is a bit bigger, and just have all the same content, but just spread it around through like 2 or 3 different images, so people can actually read it. And that's what I would do. I would also, add in kind of the like information about. I know that there's a thing called DOT. What it means that it's add in things like safety ratings and like seals of trust and things like that just kind of convey the main product selling points right away, because they're right in the product image. And I'd also have a section like somewhere in the middle here. That's just, I would just take all this content that's here, all this wall of text, and break it down into a few simple bullet points. You could also make it expandable. We could just, talk about more stuff, like talk about the features and just one sentences, because people, there's a lot of text here, and people just skim right through it usually, and you just want to make it as easy as possible to for people to skim through this content. And also underneath the CTA, what I would implement is something we did for one of our clients. So they're selling a weightlifting accessory, and we made this section here. This is a custom coded cross-sell functionality. So they sell a lifting bench accessory, and what we do, we cross-sell people. We say it pairs well with a lifting bench. I can go through, these are all like tailored to each product. You just go through them all, and then there's one button. You just click it and it says added. I would do something similar where you could just, you're selling your helmet up, cross-sell people to a different kind of tinted visor, or like extra padding, or a bag, just things of that nature to really drive up that average order value. And then speaking about this huge wall of text, so there's a lot to read. And again, I'm going to just show the other page we made for one of our clients. So you've got a lot of section talking about the shell, protective polyester, all that, and just a huge wall of text is a bit daunting to read for the customer. There's kind of a lot of like emotional weight involved because it's just a constant stream. And what you could do here is kind of a similar thing, where we just had a hero image, and then you break these all down into different sections. And so you kind of drip feed information for people where you go through one and, it's just, a couple of paragraphs. Then you open the other and all that until, you kind of read through all that info and really get sold on the product instead of just, having it all at once. So just kind of simplifying it really would help for readability and conversions, I think. And also, you could just pair all of these with different images, because you just want to break it up. Essentially, that's what I'm saying. And when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you've got this safety information or sizing. Sorry, I would have where it says size. I would also have like a little tag that once you click it, it opens up the measurements, so you can pick whatever size helmet is right for you. And then also moving on. I don't know. So you don't have a reviews app here, which again I think would really help. There's a bunch of apps. There's Judge.me. There's Luke's reviews, etc. I would just add this underneath this section. Again, so really just to build that trust, and if people see that, hey, other people bought it, again, it helps when it's like right on the page, and read through people's reviews. And also you can just add the same UGC you had in the Instagram account. And also I would add in a FAQ section, again, at the very bottom, target the kind of frequently asked questions and really handle people's objections.
If you want me to audit your store, see where it's underperforming, and tell you the exact steps you could do to fix it, you can fill out the form in the description. It's completely free and zero commitment. If you're an e-commerce brand owner and you're looking to improve your site's performance through landing pages, through custom Shopify themes, you can book a one-on-one call with me in the description below as well. And I'll hope to talk to you soon.